if I get to die on stream.
Well, then you keep those windows open. Like that guy in China that ate all the geckos, the poison geckos and the salamanders.
He ate geckos?
Yeah, he was on some Chinese live streaming platform. He was a guy in China and he had a roulette wheel of whatever it lands on, he'll eat these things or drink these things or whatever. And one of them was geckos and salamanders, and he spun onto those and ate some geckos and salamanders. And the thing on Perez Hilton said that it was that they were poisonous, but I think they weren't even poisonous. It was like salmonella or something. But he died on stream after eating them.
So cool,
right?
It's sad for his kids that they're watching, but
I don't think he had kids.
All right, I have to pee, so I gotta wrap this up.
Okay. I'll finish the question you were asking me. See, at that time that this was going on, I would have never gone on Marx's show. Okay, right? So this was like enemy lines in the sand, right? But I enjoyed it. It was all fun to me, and it was all love underneath for me. And obviously, I know from Marx as well, even though he's got his issues. So that's the big difference. So the big difference is for me to to actually volunteer to go on his show and show up for it and put time and effort into, or that's a huge turnaround and generous thing for me to do. So it's does that make sense to you?
I don't know. You keep expecting him to be somebody different than he is, though, it seems like.
I don't think so. How so?
Do you think you see the good in everybody? Is that what it is?
I see a lot of things in people. I'm not trusting. I don't depend on people. I'm not super trusting of people. But I love people, it's this stuff doesn't really bother me because I have been through all these evolutions of time and space with Marx. I think the opposite is I don't expect, I think you may be
amazing, awesome, best podcast in the world. I agree.
I mean, absolutely. But I think you're trying to figure him out. But it's if he's not willing to be vulnerable or open about anything, and he'll just go back to the same defense mechanisms. And those are the things that happen over and over again. And I think that he has the potential for growth. I think there's some things that would benefit him to change about his life and how he handles things. But believe me, I'm not invested or involved in thinking that I'm going to be able to change anything about him. And if I thought that I could, or that expected it to happen, or actually literally expected anything from Marx, I would just be disappointed. And if I really cared, I would just be living a tortured existence. So I'm not doing that.
An interesting dynamic, I'll say that much. But I guess I don't if you want to do his show, then you should do it. But if you don't want to, don't do it. But I guess what I'm saying is if you show up on his show and it's echoing and stuff, then I wouldn't be surprised if he's annoyed. how he necessarily expresses it in a way you want to hear.
I think you're trying to make justifications and stuff and that's what, like, I didn't think that Marx was stuff, but when I hear you, like a clearly non-sociopath and generous and sensitive lesbian such as yourself say things like that, I see it as like, it does seem like making justifications for a sociopath, like his sociopathic nature could be solved when really it can't. But I don't think that Marx is a sociopath, but I don't think that the problem with how Marx acts or is acting or whatever towards me or whatever comes down to audio problems. But, you know, and it's like, if it did, that's something that Marx could say, but that's not something that he's saying, is it?
I think he is somewhat. He's saying it was like real echoey, right? Like the last time you called in.
Well, you know what? If you had gone on the program, then I'm like, is that triangulating? You know, I don't really care. It doesn't really affect me. Huh? Triangulating is like something that like narcissists and sociopaths do, where like they always, whenever they get involved in like more complicated psychological structures with people, there needs to be like 3 people, because there's certain things that one-on-one with one person are never going to be resolved, because it's not like a 2-way street. So the like sociopath or narcissist or whatever needs like a 3rd person to like bring in to start working on, so that like it becomes
like a therapist or a mediator, that kind of thing?
Well, it's not actually that. No, I don't think triangulating. It's not a therapy. I mean,
just with people, you know.
we could try. I mean, we could try it, the 3 of us, and then we could decide whether it was therapy or if it was triangulating. This could be a whole. I would love to get into this. Like, I would love to get into this like psychological stuff with Marx, you know, because I honestly, I don't think he's a sociopath.
You just think he's really narcissist.
I think that, I just think that I don't know. Like, I'm not, it's like, that's why I would have to like talk to him and ask him questions and have him like be somewhat trusting and like have these conversations. Like, maybe it's possible.
It may be. On that note, I don't want my bladder to burst.
Okay.
Not on my list of to-dos, so I gotta run.
Okay, I have to go bring out the stuff out to my car, so let's go with me.
Okay, doing a great job today. All right, take it easy.
Okay, wait, hold on.
What?
Are you gonna hang up on me, or are you just gonna go to the bathroom? Can you hear me? That's fine. Answer is hanging up. And that's cool with me, because now I can. I do like. I mean, see, but that's the thing. Like, me and Hox Box can't have a real, honest conversation on the Inbleached. Maybe on the Inbleached, but not on the Unbleached program. Seemingly, for these very reasons, because, well, I don't know. Actually, I have more questions for Hox Box that I forgot to ask him. Oh well. For 1,000 years. Ba-na-na-na. Paw Patrol. How do you get those brackets into your name? Hey, MC. Do-do-do-do. For 1,000 years. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. like that? Who gives the color like that? You won't remember me, but I remember you. Was not so long ago. You broke my heart in two. Tears on my pillow, pain in my heart caused by you. Ooh. If we could start again, I wouldn't hesitate. I'd gladly take you back. Did his stream end? Did something happen? And tempt the hands of fate. Tears on my pillow, pain in my heart caused by you. Ooh. Love is not a plaything. Love is not a toy. When you find the one you love, it fills your heart with joy. I think his thing is still working. Do you have a Jarva request? Russell Cook? I could end this on a Jarva before I leave here. If we should start new, I wouldn't hesitate. I'd gladly take you back and tempt the hands of fate. Tears on my pillow, pain in my heart caused by you. Ooh. Love is not a plaything. Love is not a toy. When you find the one you love, it fills your heart with joy. If we should start new, I wouldn't hesitate. I'd gladly take you back and tempt the hands of fate. Tears on my pillow, pain in my heart caused by you. Whoa. Ooh. Whoa. Hey. Ooh. Okay, I'm sorry, MC. What's your request? I love Lil Anthony. You didn't request anything though, MC. Did you? Hurricane Dorian, not a request. Snarky comments, not a request. Okay, what's the perfect Jarvioki song? MC, if you have MC, you're being very passive aggressive in the chat, and I don't know how to respond to it. So you're right, I haven't responded to it, but I will take a Jarvioki request from you and any non-passive aggressive statements. And you know, it's okay. We're all can be like that, but I'm just not biting. Oh, okay. Yeah. People, Marian Faithful, love Marian Faithful. And people have told me and compared me to Miss Marianne. How does that song go? Do I know it? I probably do, but I'll do it. I'll do it just anyways. I'll do it even if I don't know it. Let me see. Marianne. Let's see if we can get there. We don't have the data or the, what is it, the broadband? What is everybody always talking about? That they say that I'm compromising with my setup, but I'm really not. As tears go by, let's see if they have it. They have it by the Rolling Stones. I'm gonna fuck it up because I don't think I know it right.